Hello and welcome back to Grandia with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So today we will explore the seemingly the Twin Towers after we got sent down here. No thanks to Justin's Spirit Stone. So that being said, these are the only enemies we'll actually encounter in this area, the Sin Room, namely these toads. And they are, I won't say weak, but they're not as strong as you would think. Justin can beat them down easily, and they are weak against fire, so a good burn spell, and they're done. And usually they are within range of said spell, so yeah. So I'm just going to leave the fights in, because this episode is going to be mostly story. Seriously, that's the thing about the Twin Towers dungeon. And we get quite a bit of character development between Justin and Leen and Feena and Mullen. Seriously, even more so about, dare I say, Mullen's character. Seriously, which honestly made me think a lot more about how Mullen is, seriously. But for now, we are just going to explore, and yes, I still have the Japanese voice acting. There is actually some voice acting for the clips, which I do actually switch to the English voices for that. So yeah, but I did just want to hear young Link as Justin, seriously. Fujiko Takimoto is the voice of both Justin and young Link, so yeah. This came out a year before, dare I even say it, a year before Ocarina of Time did in Japan from Lullaby. That actually can put you to sleep. The problem with that is that the toads are physical attackers, which can easily wake Justin up. Spin Needle, that's a bit of a stronger attack, I guess. Or it might have been if I hadn't given with my leveling, I suppose. Or given how Grandia works as an RPG. But never mind, let's continue. Indeed, I get a somewhat decent amount of money from these guys. They're not in terms of experience, but yeah, never mind. Okay, anything else here? Who's screaming? Who's screaming here? Well, believe it or not, it's Leen. Yeah, it's Leen. Apparently she's afraid of frogs, which, given that these frogs have spikes on their back, yeah, fair enough. Though you'd think she'd be a bit more stronger being so high up in the army. Third, I guess, ranking from, I guess, General Ball, Colonel Mullen, and then Lieutenant Leen. But apparently we're going to face these frogs again. Yes, he would help his enemy, the enemy of my enemy, etc., etc. Yeah, we're not enemies here. We kind of have to get out of here, so we do want to fight them. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So that being said, 3 toadies. Let's just use another burn spell on them. That usually works on them. Usually does a decent amount of damage to their HP and whatnot. And all 3 are in range. Exactly good. And given Justin has somehow cast haste on himself, because the thing there is actually a speed up spell, which is runner. Increases your movement, but I don't think it does anything with the IP gauge here. Seriously, which is the battle system here. Think of it like the, dare I even say it, the active time battle in the Final Fantasy games or whatnot. Oh, now she's found her courage, has she? She wants the Spirit Stone, Justin. What do you think, man? Yeah, well, maybe she's afraid of frogs, who knows? This is an explaining game, by the way. But, a duty? A duty? Are you serious, man? Yeah, look behind you, Justin. They're behind you! Seriously. They must have a really fast breeding cycle. I don't know if frogs eat human flesh. Sure, these have spikes on their back, so we don't know, so... Really? Notice me, Mullen Senpai? Well, I don't think he's so full of pride as... Really? You're gonna give it away? Your dad's heirloom and all that stuff, Justin? Because they're kind of in danger here. Oh boy, you might regret that a bit later, Justin. Yeah. Find a way out of this tower. Well, that's gonna be a bit harder than you think. Seriously, especially with the horde of frogs coming towards you and OMG, perfectly visible broken bridge, I guess. I guess the sands of time weathered them. And no, Justin can't go back in time either. You don't have the dagger. I guess she is, even though they fell all the way down. I guess they have, dare I say, Natasha Romanoff's look. Well, I didn't stop her from being killed on Vormir, so I don't know. And you can die from that stuff, don't even joke about that. A long way? Yeah, they definitely do have the survivability of a Black Widow, don't they? Yeah, well, there was a horde of frogs, who wouldn't be? You're never afraid? Yeah, you're just showing off there, Justin. Okay, that's funny! I never knew Leen had such a sense of humour, man! Justin's line there. Perfect! Well, they do have the clothes, but, yeah, maybe not. And seemingly we have a statue of an Ikarian here. Yeah, very different from the ones in dare I say, the Bar Museum. It was just... Oh, okay. So, were Ikarians female then? Well, we did kind of hear that from Liette as well, yeah. Okay. I wonder why that is. Mistakes? What sort of mistakes? Okay, fair enough. You know that Justin and Leen are only a short distance from you two, really. Yeah, pretty much, she has, yeah. Well, we don't often see Leen smiling, to be honest. Well, that can't be helped. It's part of the army, for crying out loud, the Galad forces. She really is Feena's sister, isn't she? Oh no, the three witches aren't, definitely not. Classified information? Yeah, I thought as much. You might be getting it back sooner than you think, Justin. Boy, for a teenager, you're quite understanding, aren't you, Justin? Yeah, where are Sue and Gavin? We know where Feena is. She's with Mullen, but Gadwin? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, let's go over here and make our way up and around, and seemingly back upstairs and whatnot. And we see the same Icarian statue that Feena and Mullen just saw. 4 arms? Yeah, it does. Well... Oh, she just wants to get a move on. Right, let's head over here and take the lift back upstairs then. And believe it or not, now we're going into the Hall of Murals, where seemingly we get a bit more on the Angelou civilization. And maybe it wasn't as happy as the Justin or the curator of the Bar Museum think. And if you see the opening to the game, you may well recognize this. I'm guessing so, and those things are the Spirit Stones. Well, there's more on that as when we get on there. A wonderful and awesome world? I don't know. We're only going off the musings of an old man, aren't we? Well, maybe not, no. I don't know, because... things and whatnot. I thought that was because of the, what happened with the Luke villagers, but I could be completely wrong. After all, they did want to steal the Icarian's wings. Well, funny thing you should ask about that, Justin. Having played this game myself. Well, I guess we'll go up here then. And this is where we will get our, I guess, spoken cutscene with Feena and Mullen. And we get a bit more on Mullen's backstory, believe it or not.
What a huge painting! But I wonder, it's such a sad painting.
This is a mural of the fall of ancient Angelou.
Is that an Icarian?
In fact, that was the greatest heir of the ancient Angelou civilization. Only Icarians can use the Spirit Stone. That was the law of nature. But humans forgot this and tried to create prosperity with their own hands. They began to reach for things they shouldn't touch. As a result, just as they reached the height of prosperity, they vanished. The Icarians, too.
You? Why do you know that?
My mother told me. Yes, my mother was a humanoid. Among the humanoids, hers was a very ancient and gentle race. My father, General Ball, married my mother in order to obtain the secrets of the ancient Angelou civilization.
Mullen.
I love this land that my mother loved. There must be something wrong with me, too, telling this story to you, a complete stranger. It must be because of your eyes. I feel like I'm talking to Leen. You look a lot like her. Come, let's go. The exit is at the top of the tower.
Welcome, he who holds the Spirit Stone. He who is guided by the light of the Spirit Stone and the wings of the Icarians.
It's me, Liete. Me, Justin. I've made it this far.
Yes, I can feel you very clearly. You have come very close. From where you are, Alent is practically right before your eyes.
Liete, show yourself. Tell me where Alent is.
Go east, Justin. You, the one who searches for answers.
Liete!
Well, that was a bunch of, repeated stuff, I guess. Though we do get the Medal of Wisdom, something very important. Yes, another MacGuffin, but still. The key to Alent, eh? Well, so be it. I guess we have to go further east. The Icarians? What about the Icarians? Don't know why, Leen would be suddenly interested in the Icarians, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's more military secrets or something. Well, not quite. We still have a long ways to go, and yeah, if you Spirit Stone. Oh wait, you don't have a Spirit Stone. Yeah, you. Not really. I wouldn't know either. Seriously. Okay, fair enough. I'm guessing she's speaking in the ancient tongue. Well, at least she doesn't have to say peas and carrots. I'll say that. Yeah, she does not have to say peas and carrots. And indeed, we get walked back to the, I guess, the entrance of the Twin Towers and whatnot. That's good. And now we get a bit more, again, voice acting here as well. Yeah. Nope. Nope. She won't. She promised. Well, we kind of have to. Seriously. Otherwise, what's the point? We just go back to Palm? How's that gonna work either then? That's gonna be even harder, seriously. Especially with those three witches.
Give me your hand, Justin.
Huh? But why?
Just do it, quickly.
The Spirit Stone. Leen, but why?
I thought I could sacrifice anything if it was to get a hold of the Spirit Stone. But now, I don't know if that was right. So, you hold on to it. I never saw you in the Twin Towers, and I never got the Spirit Stone.
I get it. Thank you, Leen.
Say, Justin, tell me one last thing. What does the Spirit Stone mean to you?
Huh? That's a toughie. To me, the Spirit Stone is... I know. The soul of the adventurer. Don't laugh. I was serious.
I'm sorry. It's sort of funny, that's all. I think I finally understand why Feena is with you and why I met you. I will never forget you. Goodbye, Justin.